Bidwell Riverside Center on the city's southeast side is a busy place.
We are the highest volume food pantry in Iowa and average around 4,200 people a month through here.
It's not just food.
Because a household item.
People can also get clothing, toiletries.
You gotta have the Pampers.
Diapers and baby food.
Hi there.
Managing this chaos
How are y'all today?
is Amy Turk's job.
I just need your IDs. You keep the number.
It's rewarding, but it's also saddening at the same time. I see so many different people trying so hard, and they still need help.
41.
Amy understands because she's living it.
It's a fear inside of you that never goes away.
Just 4 years ago, she was homeless.
I showed up on their doorstep, and my baby, she's 2 months old. I was like, look, I don't have anywhere to go. Can you please help me?
She got help and helped herself, working at a coffee shop.
Decoration.
And moving into an apartment with her daughter Phoebe.
Mommy likes decorations, doesn't she?
She was thrilled to get a job at the food pantry, but when she earned promotions and higher pay,
No, why not?
a new reality set in.
Once I did lose all of my assistance, I did all the math with everything that I'm responsible for paying for because I don't get that assistance. It actually equals to less than what I was making at Caribou. Isn't that insane?
They are out in the workforce, and we're seeing them every day while we're out there, and we're not realizing, we always talk about how you don't realize, if your neighbor's struggling or not.
And 25% of Iowans are what the United Way calls ALICE, asset limited, income constrained, employed. They're people who are earning above the federal poverty level, but not enough to survive. Jen Durham has worked in service jobs since she was a teenager.
My mom taught me well on work ethic, and every job I ever had, I was responsible, reliable.
After a series of what she calls bad relationships, bad decisions, and bad luck, she came to Des Moines with her 4 kids.
Middle of the night, I fled. I packed everything up into a U-Haul. They told me it was going to be a 3 to 4 week wait on the shelter. And I've never felt so hopeless in my life.
Her story's a lot like Amy's. She got into a shelter, then an apartment, and started climbing the ranks at a cleaning company.
I was proud to get off of DHS help, but it was too soon. I wish they would give you just a little bit of a leeway. I'm supposed to be happy that I made it somewhere in life, not immediately knocked right back down.
So they've got to decide, do I stay in my apartment this month? Do I not pay my power bill? Do I not eat one meal every day? What is it they're going to give up?
You might be surprised how many people can be homeless just like that. I didn't think I was going to be.
All it took was one awful event for Liza Glazner's world to fall apart.
My second husband just passed a year ago, and that was a big catalyst, I guess. My foundation was gone.
She's been living and working at Central Iowa Shelter and Services, trying to get back on her feet.
I mean, there's so many opportunities here. I mean, yes, it's not where you want to end up or be, but at least you know there's a safe place over your head with compassionate people.
Brian Saunders has a similar story.
She passed away in April, and that's probably the main thing. That's the one reason why I'm here. I wasn't getting paid, I guess. I just didn't have enough for the rent by myself. Oh, you're doing that.
He's in the same program as Liza and hoping it helps him turn things around.
Having my own room would be really nice. So I'm trying to go forward so I can get my own place again.
It's tough because the federal poverty level for a family of 4 is just over $24,000 a year. That breaks down to about $11.50 an hour. Hundreds of thousands of Iowans are making more than that, but far from enough to survive.
We'll make it.
No problem.
We'll make it.
Iowans like Amy and Jen.
This is typical every day. Every morning and every night. Hi, how was your day?
Good. She's so hardworking. It's really amazing to see how much she does within a day.
Yeah, there we go. This is what's upsetting to me. As proud as I am, as humbling as it all is, why is it still so hard financially?
My mom had some drug problems. She was a heroin addict, and she died. She died after I moved from Memphis to here. But I didn't really have parents to teach me things. So I didn't know what to teach her. I kind of learned it on my own. So yeah, it is really hard. Faye is short for faith. So her name means bright and shining faith. So.
Which is what you've got a lot of.
I do.
So here's what we really want you to think about. Could you make the math work? Because this is what the United Way says it would cost a family of 4 to live in Iowa right now. It is called a survival budget, and it involves housing costs at under $700 a month. The largest expense is childcare at just over $1,000, which I think sounds low, and then just $525 to feed the family for an entire month. That comes out to roughly $1.50 a meal. So in order to make even this meager budget work, it would take a family income of nearly $57,000 a year. More than half the jobs in Iowa right now currently pay less than $32,000 a year. Dan, unfortunately, the problem isn't getting better. Between 2014 and 2016, an additional 193,000 Iowans fell into this ALICE category.
Well, you hear those numbers, Aaron, and maybe the first question, it's a simple one, but why? Why that many more people all of a sudden?
Simple question, complicated answer. Here are just 3 bullet points that contribute to this. A big increase in the basic cost of living that isn't going into a lot of the formulas that are used when it comes to assistance. And then a big decrease in jobs that pay well enough for people to survive. And then this is maybe one of the biggest factors. There is a big shortage of affordable housing, particularly right here in central Iowa.
Thank you, Aaron, for shining a light on people living in this situation and to those folks who shared their story with you as well.
Absolutely.